Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Latavia. I am going to give you a review on KYLIESKIN products. I've had a lot of questions on her stuff and I've never really looked at it before. Obviously, I love Image Skincare and other products that are more pharmaceutical, which means that you can only get your hands on really great pharmaceutical products in a doctor's office or a medi spa or really high-end spas. We use Image Skincare at Paul Mitchell and I work for them and I love Image so much, and so I love Image, but I love doing reviews on other skincare products as well. So I figured, since a couple of people reached out to me about whether or not I liked KYLIESKIN, I would do a review from an esthetician standpoint to help you guys out to see if you want to try it or not. So here we go. Also, I apologize, I'm in my kitchen filming. I usually am down in my little room and I have the lights on me and all that stuff. We are in the moving process, and so that's why I'm in my kitchen. So I am so excited to review these products, and it was kind of fun to investigate and research different ingredients in her line. So first thing is first, I will put a photo up for you guys right now. I absolutely love the color of her bottles. I absolutely love the color light pink. I don't know what it is, but I think it's such a beautiful color. So I absolutely love the look of her bottles, and the packaging is super pretty. But it all comes down to what is actually in the bottles. So let's dive in. First product that we're gonna get into is the foaming face wash, okay? So some really good ingredients in that product is, one, there's no sulfates. And we know in my other videos that I've talked about, sulfates are not the greatest for the skin because they strip the skin, right? It does have sodium hyaluronate in it, which is hyaluronic acid, and it really holds 1,000 times its weight in water. I know that sounds so crazy, but it really does, and it's such an awesome ingredient. It plumps the skin, and it's awesome. Now, with that said, it is a little bit more like lower on the ingredient list, which doesn't mean that there's a lot of that ingredient in the product, but it is in there. It does have kiwi seed oil, which any oils are gonna be so fantastic for the skin. It does have glycerin, which is just a lubricant type ingredient, and it does have citric acid, which does help lighten the skin over time. Now for the not so good things in the foaming face wash. And this is according to my own, opinion and what I've researched and what I went to school for, right? And I'm really big into ingredients. And then I also had a lot of help from the EWG database, which is a skin database. You can punch any ingredient in there. You can punch in any skincare line in there, and it will tell you whether or not that ingredient or product is good or bad. Okay, so some of it does come from that. Number one being fragrance, and it did have a high rating for that, just because fragrance is a really high allergy for most people. Even if it's essential oil based, essential oils are indeed a fragrance still, and so it can also cause a lot of allergic reactions to the skin, hives, inflammation, itchiness, all that stuff. So fragrance is not necessarily a good thing in this product. Not sure, I'm probably gonna butcher this word because it's crazy, but it's coca midopropyl betaine, and this came in at a 4 just because of allergic reactions to that product. And then phenoxyethanol also came in at a 4 just because of allergic reactions as well, and sodium benzoate came in at a 3. So overall hazard of the foaming face wash from KYLIESKIN is low. So it's moderately good, right? It does have an overall hazard. Allergies and immunotoxicity is moderate. So it's not really great for your skin, but it's not horrible for your skin either. It's just kind of in between. If you are really holistic, and really into natural things for your skin, then you don't want to be using the KYLIESKIN foaming face wash. Overall, it's a moderate okay product, okay? All right, number 2 is her walnut face scrub, okay? So the positive things that I see in the ingredient list is one, it has sodium hyaluronate, which is the hyaluronic acid that I talked about in her foaming face wash. It is lower on the ingredient list, but it is in there and it plumps the skin and hydrates it really well. It has jojoba oil, kiwi oil, apricot oil. So I'm a huge fan of most oils. They're fantastic for the skin. They hydrate the skin in a really good, positive way. So there's 3 different ones in the walnut scrub. And there's lots of different extracts, which were really good on the rating on the EWG database. They came in at a 1 to 2, which means they're really safe. So the extracts are ginseng, sugarcane, lemon, orange, and sugar maple, okay? And then it does, of course, have the walnut shell powder, which I definitely recommend more than the apricot scrub. So apricot definitely has a jagged edge around the seeds, and so they really tear up the skin and open up those pores, making them look bigger, which is not a good thing, right? So you're gonna be safer using walnut shell powder or any type of powder on the skin because it's a lot more gentle on the skin. So kudos to Kylie for picking that out. When it comes to not so good things in the powder is it does have pegs. Okay, and those are a little bit toxic, and so that came in at a 3 on the EWG database. It also has some acrylates, which are plastics. It makes the product thicker, but it's really hard because those get in the ocean and it causes a lot of different ocean marine life damage and all that crazy stuff. It does have tree nuts, obviously the walnuts in there, and so if you have an allergy to tree nuts, you definitely don't want to be using this. It does have phenoxyethanol, which was in the foaming face wash, and it came in at a 4, so it is toxic according to the EWG database. And then it does also have polysorbate, which is a 3, and those are just gonna cause allergic type of reactions and certain people's skin if you have really polysensitive skin. So the overall hazard of the walnut face scrub from KYLIESKIN is low. So it's pretty good for your skin. And then the allergies and immunotoxicity of this is moderate. So it's not really great for the skin, but it's not horribly bad. It's right in between, just like the foaming face wash. All right, guys, so going on to number 3 is her Vanilla Milk Toner. And the good things about this product is it has glycerin, which is a skin lubricant. It has banana and apple extracts, squalane, which is a really great hydrator for skin. And then it has sodium hyaluronate, which is the hyaluronic acid that plumps the skin and hydrates it really well. I feel like Kylie is a huge fan of sodium hyaluronate because it's in pretty much every product that we've talked about so far. For the bad things, there's fragrance, which is a really high number on the EWG database, just because there's a lot of allergies and different skin irritations with fragrance. As benzoyl salicylate, which is at a 7, so not good. Linalool can cause a lot of breakouts if you're not too careful, and that is at a 5. Phenoxyethanol is at a 4, and then it does have some pegs, and those are always usually at a 3, okay? So the overall hazard of the Vanilla Milk Toner is moderate, so not horrible for you, but not the best, so it's in between. Allergies and immunotoxicity is moderate to high on this one, so I was a little bit surprised with this. It's probably because a lot of these numbers are higher than a 3, and so that's not exactly a good thing. Number 4 is her vitamin C serum. Now, the good things about this serum is it does have green tea, which is so fantastic for antioxidants for the skin, fights against those free radicals, helps so much with inflammation and redness. It does have the glycerin, which is fantastic for a skin lubricant. And what is really surprising is what's really high up on the ingredient list is the vitamin C in its true pure form, which is tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. I know that's like a huge tongue twister. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. But that's the great thing about this is every time you're dealing with any vitamin C products, you want to make sure that it does have an ingredient in it because that means it's in its purest form, and you want vitamin C to work really well because it helps so much with collagen in the skin as you age. Now for the not so good things in this product is sodium hydroxide. It's at a 4. Phenylhexethanol is at a 4, and that one's in a lot of her products so far, so that one's been kind of a repeat. Sodium metabisulfate is at a 4, and polysorbate is at a 3. So the overall hazard of the vitamin C serum is low, so that's a good thing. And the allergies and immunotoxicity of this product is low to moderate. So this one is definitely a lot better than the vanilla milk toner that we just got done talking about. It's more on the overall hazard of low, which is fantastic. All right, for number 5 is her face moisturizer. And this has aloe vera in it, which is fantastic for lots of different things on the skin. Great for aging, great for acne. It's really soothing. Glycerin, citric acid, which really will help brighten the skin over time. Oat extracts and orange extracts. It has kiwi oil in it. And once again, it has a sodium hyaluronate, which plumps the skin and hydrates it. The not so good things, it has phenylhexethanol, which is a 4 rating. PEGs, which we talked about before, not so good. They're at a 3. Polysorbates, 3. On this one, it has dimethicone, which I'm not a huge fan of in a lot of products because they do and can cause acne, especially if you're acne prone, which that is why I became an esthetician, is because I was dealing with a lot of cystic acne and I wanted to help my own skin out. And so I just stay away from everything that potentially will cause me to break out. And a lot of those is silicones in general. So it does have dimethicone in it. So if you do suffer with acne, just be careful because it does have that in there, and you might want to be careful if you start breaking out. It might be the reason why. But for the overall hazard of this, it's low, which is a great thing. And for the allergies and immunotoxicity of this product, it's moderate. So not horribly bad for you, but also if you're really, really holistic and don't want anything on your skin that's going to cause any reactions or damage, then it's not going to be the best, right? All right, and number 6 is KYLIESKIN's eye cream. So this one has green tea in it, which is fantastic for inflammation. It has glycerin. It has that tetrahexyldexylosorbate, which is great vitamin C. It has pomegranate extract, kiwi oil, and jojoba oil, which is fantastic. And it does have caffeine, which is so great for underneath the eyes because when you apply caffeine topically, it really helps with inflammation. So if you have puffy eyes, this really might help you. And it does have shea butter, which is fantastic for hydration. So really good ingredients in her eye cream. And then for the not so good ingredients is dimethicone. We just talked about that in the face moisturizer. If you're acne prone, even though you're just putting this ingredient underneath your eyes, if you're prone to getting any breakouts underneath your eyes or on the cheeks, you know that eye cream is going to spread, be on your pillowcase, and maybe cause some acne. So just be careful. Sodium hydroxide, it came in at a 4 on the EWG database. It does again have the phenylhexethanol, which is at a 4 as well, and the polysorbate, which is at a 3. So the overall hazard of this eye cream is low, which is fantastic. And the allergies and the immune toxicity is low to medium. You know, I think KYLIESKIN products have a lot of good ingredients in her products, but then a lot of it is not so good either. So if you're really into using clean products on the skin, then maybe KYLIESKIN products are not for you. If you are acne prone, maybe stay away from her eye cream and her face moisturizer, but maybe you'll like all of the other products that comes in that kit. I hope you guys liked this review. Please give it a thumbs up for me if you did like it and did find it helpful. Please subscribe for all my other videos on health, skin, and herbs, and I will see you guys next time.